my name is Aaliyah and welcome to my channel. In my last video, I did a brief introduction to cloth diapering as well as some tips that I use for cloth diapering. If you're new to cloth diapering and haven't had a chance to check that video out, I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out. Today I'm going to be doing my video a little bit differently because I'm going to be doing a voiceover just so that you can hear and understand what I'm doing a little bit better. It's just a little bit easier to explain what I'm doing through a voiceover rather than trying to talk to the camera while doing the actions. So this way it's a little bit clearer for you guys to understand what I'm saying and be able to watch what I'm doing as I'm saying it. But before I get into that, I just wanted to go over a few little things before I show you my wash routine. So there's a few things that you need to know before you get started with a wash routine. So I feel really confident with my wash routine right now. It's going really well and I feel really good about the routine that I'm doing. However, everybody's wash routine is going to need to be a little bit different based off of your water as well as your schedule. So first things first, and this is where I made a mistake, so I'm giving you a tip here. Don't follow Fluff Love University's wash routine. It's the first thing that's probably going to pop up whenever you start searching about cloth diapering and how to wash cloth diapers, but their advice has been proven to be faulty and cause a lot of problems for different people, and it's the main reason why a lot of people end up quitting cloth diapering because they're following the instructions of Fluff Love University and it's going really badly for them. Another alternative that you can look for instead of following Fluff Love University's guidelines for cloth diapering and cloth washing is to join Facebook groups. So there's a lot of moms that have been doing this for years and they know all the tips and tricks. They're really good at what they do and they can give you catered specific advice for your specific situation. I actually got my current wash routine from a cloth diapering Facebook group and I will link the group down below. So this is a really good area for you to go. It's a really good resource for you to go to, but I'm going to explain a few things that I learned from that group already right here in this video. So the first thing that you're going to want to investigate whenever you're starting your wash routine is your water hardness. So your water hardness is going to be a huge key point in how much detergent that you have to use in your wash, as well as how often you're going to have to strip your diapers. So how you're going to test your water hardness is you're going to get water test strips. So you can get these on Amazon, that's where I got mine. I'll leave a link below for the ones that I used. And it's just going to be these little strips that you're going to put under your water, leave it there for a minute or so, and it's going to have a range of colors, and that way you can tell what range your water hardness is in. This is going to give you a better idea at how much wear and tear your diapers are going to go through. Not necessarily that hard water is going to do damage on your cloth diapers, but there is going to be a lot of mineral buildup and things like that, so you might need to strip them more often. Optimally, you want to have your water right in between so that your water is not really hard and not really soft either. That's the best. Another thing to keep in mind is if your baby has started solids already, you're going to need to do a little bit of extra steps with your wash routine. So you're going to want to have a drying rack that you can either put outside or in your bathtub, your shower, what have you, so that whenever you rinse your soiled diapers and you're not ready to do a wash yet, you don't want to have that wet, soiled, icky diaper sitting in a wet bag because that's like a breeding ground for bacteria. So I try to avoid putting any type of soiled diapers that are really wet in a wet bag for any extended period of time because I don't want to deal with mold, because if you get a mold issue, I've heard it's a nightmare. I personally have not had to deal with mold, thank God, but I don't want to either. So I have a sprayer attached to my toilet that I rinse my diaper with, and then we got these little plastic tubs to give him baths at the hospital. They're like little newborn bathtubs that the hospital gives you. I don't know if all hospitals give you newborn little bathtub thing like we got, but they're a really good tool to use for once I'm done rinsing off my soiled diaper. Instead of having to let it like drip everywhere, I just put it right in that tub and then I go and put it on the drying rack. So the third thing is your schedule. So if you're working, it might be a little bit harder for you to manage doing a wash every other day, which is what I do. It's definitely what I recommend in order to prevent any type of mold, bacteria, any type of buildup of anything nasty in your cloth diapers, as well as like managing the smell. But I know that everyone's schedule is different, and I know that everybody's situation is different. So I know there are people that do their wash like once a week because both of the parents are working and it's just too hard for them to manage doing a wash every other day. In that case, you're going to need like 36 to 40 diapers. I only have 17 diapers because I do a wash every other day. So I don't need more than 17 diapers because I go through about 15 to 16 within that 3-day period. So those are just a few things to keep in mind while you're looking at my wash routine. The fundamentals are still the same. The rinse that I'm doing, the amount of detergent I'm using is going to be pretty much the baseline for 10 to 16 diapers. So here I have my large wet bag. And since I have a front-loading washer, what I like to do is turn my bag inside out and push from the bottom and just push all my diapers out. Since my son has started solids, I use a small wet bag to put his soiled diapers in after I've sprayed them. I push the bag from the bottom while turning it inside out to avoid touching the dirty diaper. Here's the powdered detergent that I get from Amazon. It doesn't come with the scoop, so measure out 1 tablespoon for your first wash cycle. For the first cycle, set it to normal or casual and hot water. After the first wash cycle, I remove the wet bags to prevent detergent buildup. I place them in the dryer and wait to dry them with the diapers. For the second wash cycle, add 3 tablespoons of powdered detergent. Set to heavy load, high speed, hot water, and a second rinse. Now that my diapers are all washed, I'm going to place them in the dryer with the wet bags. Place the settings on time dry, low heat for 60 minutes. So the last thing that I like to do is I like to get 2 baskets and I start looking through my diapers, and if any of them have excessive staining, I'll put them in one basket, and then all the diapers that have minimal staining or no staining I put in the other basket. And I know some people that like to leave their diapers unassembled. I personally like to have my diapers assembled because I think it's just faster that way. Also, they look super cute assembled and all fluffy and just like a little package. I think they're so cute. The other thing is I don't usually put my bamboo inserts in my cloth diapers pre-assembled. And that's because, like I said in my last video, that sometimes whenever I'm running low on shells, I like to use the bamboo on top of my diaper instead of inside of my diaper so that I can change out the bamboo inserts instead of having to change the whole diaper. So I'll usually leave my bamboo inserts outside of their diapers and just have them in the basket with the diapers or somewhere accessible if I need them. Another little thing that I want to include is if you end up getting to your wash day and you don't have, a bigger load, which you do kind of want to, even though the range is in the 10 to 16, you kind of want to have it a little bit higher because whenever you bulk, it causes friction and it makes it to where the diapers end up rubbing against each other and getting all the mess off of them. So if you end up having a lower amount of diapers when it comes to wash day, you could bulk up your wash by using little pajamas or burp rags. Cloth wipes is a really good one to use. Of course, some people aren't comfortable doing this, and I try to refrain from doing it as much as possible because I also don't really like washing his clothes with like dirty diapers, but sometimes whenever I feel like it's necessary, this is something that I will do in order to get more bulk out of my wash. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you in any way, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye!